Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of my Classic Career Mode here in Abu Dhabi this time. This is the last race before the European leg of the season. If you don't know what the calendar looks like, go back to the first episode and you'll see what the calendar looks like at the beginning of the video. But there's the grid for this Grand Prix. But without further ado, let's get into the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Let's hope we can get another win in this, well, pretty good season so far. So here we are then on the grid for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Let's hope we can get off to a good start as the lights come on now. It's 4 lights, it's 5 lights. So lights out and away we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix here. Irvine has for some reason turned right for some reason when he went off, I don't know why. We go around the outside of our teammate maybe. No, we leave some space there for Schumacher. He's only just about got ahead of us. Although he does brake for this corner because the AI likes to do that for some reason on the first lap, and we're now into 3rd place. So moving on now to the back straight on lap 1, we can see our teammate going for a move on Mansell, and that slowed him down a lot. That's the word I'm trying to find. And we overtake Villeneuve. I didn't mean to overtake him there, but I did anyway. But moving on to lap 3 now, coming on to the back straight, we are now right behind Mansell, using the slipstream, and we might be able to overtake him. Coming into the chicane as we go past him now, using the slipstream, we go around the outside of him, and we've already passed him before the chicane. So that's 1st place in this Grand Prix. As we now come in for our first pit stop of the Grand Prix on lap 5. So it's been a fairly quick start, for these episodes anyway. But you know, it's hopefully AI will be able to keep up with me. Obviously, Mansell pit in before me. That's why it says there that he's. Actually, no, did he pit in before? I can't remember. I recorded this a long time ago, and I can't remember if Villeneuve overtook him. Actually, yeah, I think Villeneuve did overtake him because it was a 1-2 for the team that I'm racing with, the Williams that I'm racing with. So anyway, as we come out now, just ahead of Schumacher, I think. Yep, just ahead of Schumacher and coming out into 3rd place. Moving on to lap 13 now, we reclaimed our lead, and as you can see there, we stretched it out to 23 seconds ahead of our teammate. So as you can probably tell, this episode is probably going to be me winning, because, you know, we're so far ahead, and the AI for some reason in this mode are really slow around some of the modern tracks. And yes, I know some of the cars aren't actually meant to go around the modern tracks because they never went around them. Like, they never went around Abu Dhabi, for example. But, you know, if they're on the game and you're allowed to do them, then they should have made the AI, you know, a lot faster around these tracks. But coming out now, still in 1st place, just ahead of our teammate. Moving on to lap 15 now, coming across the line to set a fastest lap, a 1:45.9. So not a bad lap time there from me, if I do say so myself. On the next lap now, coming across the line again to set another fastest lap, which is a 1:45.6. So we are absolutely on one today, coming across the line again for the next lap, and it's another fastest lap, 1:44.8. So I've gone 8 tenths faster in one lap. So as you can tell there, the gap is now 36 seconds. I don't know what it is going to be now. It's going to be 38 seconds to Irvine. So you're probably wondering, where's Villeneuve gone? I was wondering this at the same time until I looked at the minimap where his yellow dot was not there. So that means he retired. Yep, we were on for a 1-2 and he retired. So I can always trust on my teammates to get good results. You know, considering that over the past few races, all he's managed to get is 3rd or 4th. But you know, whatever. Coming out of the pit lane now on lap 19 to still come in 1st place, a long way ahead. So moving on to lap 21 now, lapping Jean Alesi. That's how far ahead we are. We're lapping someone. And now we're coming into the pit lane again, because I thought, you know, why not do another pit stop, assuming as we're so far ahead. As we're now coming in behind a Ferrari. I don't know who it is, but you know, this race I mean, I'm sorry there wasn't much action in this race. You know, it's just the way it goes sometimes. You know, hopefully there'll be a lot more action in the next race. We still don't manage to overtake the lapped car ahead of me in the pit lane. I still don't know who it is. I think it's Berger maybe. But anyway, coming out in the pit lane now, still in first. You know, I'm not. Let's just say I'm not going to lose first now. Yeah, it is Gerhard Berger, as we overtake Gerhard Berger as a lapped car. As we now move on to lap 25 now, we're now overtaking Capelli, who's another lapped car. So yeah, we've lapped 3 people now. There's Jean Lacey being re-lapped because he overtook me in the pit lane. As I set a new fastest lap of Grand Prix at 1:44.3. As we now come across the line again for the second, going on to the last lap, as we set a 1:44 dead. And on the final lap now, as we come around the final corner to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, this has just been absolute dominance from me. So then, as we take a look at the final classifications for this Grand Prix, I finished 44 seconds ahead of Nigel Mansell in second place. He finished ahead of Eddie Irvine. Alain Prost managed to get 4th, which is a good result from him. Jody Scheckter in 5th. Coulthard in 6th. Schumacher, well, both Schumachers. Is that? Yeah, both Schumachers. 7th and 8th. Jean Lacey and Capelli in 9th and 10th. As you can see there, Villeneuve DNFing. So, fairly dominant Grand Prix there from me, if I say so myself. I mean, it was, let's just say, when I was driving it, it wasn't the most entertaining race I've ever been a part of, because I was just driving around, going round and round. So, moving on to the driver standings then, we are now 23 points ahead of Mansell, who is a further, doing quick maths, 43 is that? 43 points ahead of Irvine, so it's between me and Mansell, I think, now. But moving on to the constructors then, hopefully in a minute. As you can see there, everyone scored a point, by the way. So Capelli with 1 point. He's not going to win the World Championship, I think. Moving on to the constructors then, my team is 21 points ahead of the other Williams, which Mansell is in. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like and a comment. I will see you next time for the first European GP in Monaco. Goodbye!